Hey, welcome to Monday Morning Marriage Minute. Hope you had a great week. We had an incredible week ourselves, just enjoying life, and sometimes you just think it can't get any better, and it does. So, this morning, I want to just say thank you for sending your questions, comments, insights to 1minutemarriage@gmail.com. Always trying to return all the emails, so you might have to wait a few days, but I'll get to it. So today I want to take a little bit of a short, sweet stab at what I want to share this morning. And it starts out with a joke. And ladies and men, before you throw rocks at me, just listen to the whole thing and find out the point behind it. So there was a store that opened up on the New York City Strip, and it was the husband store. And so the rules were simply this. A woman who wanted a husband could enter in, and there were 6 floors. And she could go to the first floor, choose a husband, or the second floor, or the third floor, but she could never go back to a previous floor. So, as it goes, a woman walks into the first floor, and on that first floor, there were men who had jobs. And she was, wow, that sounds great. I love a man who has a job. But she thought, I wonder what's on the second floor. So she goes to the second floor, and these are men, husbands, who love jobs, have a job, and love kids. And she thought, well, this is great. And so she thought, well, I wonder what's on the third floor. So she goes to the third floor, and there are husbands there that she can pick out that have a job, love kids, and they have really good looks. I mean, they're drop dead gorgeous. And the woman was like, oh my goodness, this is just amazing. I wonder what's on the fourth floor. So goes up to the fourth floor. Here you got a man who he's got a job, he loves kids, he's good looking, and he likes housework. I know, believe it or not, he likes housework. And the woman's now just thrilled. She's like, I can't believe this. And she goes, but I wonder what's on the 5th floor. So she goes up to the 5th floor. There are husbands who have a job, love kids, they love housework, they're good looking, and they're romantic. And she's, that is it, man. But there's still the 6th floor. And she just, it's eating at her. And she's like, okay, I gotta check out what's on the 6th floor. She goes up to the 6th floor. The elevator opens up. She steps out, and there's a sign there that says there are no husbands on the 6th floor, but you are visitor 34,256,012, proving that women are never satisfied. Okay, hold your hate email, because the story goes on. Not to be outdone, there was a husband store across the street, or there was a wives store across the street in which men could go into. Same rules apply. Every floor you go up, you can never go back. So make your choices wisely. And on the first floor, there were women there, wives, to pick out that love sex. And men thought, this is great. Well, I wonder what's on the second floor. They go up to the second floor, and there are wives there that love sex and love beer. I thought, this is great. And no man ever went to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th floor, because men are pretty easy to please. So here's the point behind today's Monday Morning Marriage Minute. There's an old saying, and it can sound almost so trite that you don't see the truth or the gold in it. So I want to pick it apart, but the saying is this. It is, try to understand a man as much as you can and don't worry about loving him. But love a woman with everything you can and don't ever try to understand her. Now, the simple truth is that can just pass by. You might not understand the significance, but it's simply this. Ladies, wives, if you are very smart, you will do everything you can to understand your man. Why does he do the things he does? Why does he act the way he does? Why does he say the things he does? Why does he always try to help and doesn't seem to listen? Understand everything you can about your husband, because when you do, it'll make it really easy to love him. And men, on the flip side, it's so true. You are never going to understand your wife completely. So quit trying to understand. Quit trying to figure out, now in this circumstance, what will she do, or what will she say, or what? Quit trying to understand your wife and just love her with everything you can. Because the truth is you're never going to understand her. You just never will. So you just got to realize that understanding her has nothing to do and no bearing whatsoever on whether you choose to love her with all your heart. And if you get those two things, it's pretty simple. Again, I kind of milked it down to just the bare basics, but it is. Men, love your wife with everything you have. Don't try to understand her. Women, do everything you can to try to understand your man and what makes him tick and what he likes and what he doesn't like. And in doing so, you will find it very easy to love him. And when you have those two things in a relationship, it's magic. It's unbelievable. So take that, think about it, chew it over with your spouse. Thanks again for watching Monday Morning Marriage Minute. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to pass this video on and share it with others. Have a fantastic day. And remember, send your questions to oneminutemarriage@gmail.com. And today, of all days, take time to spend a little bit of extra time with your best friend because you're married to him. We'll see you next week.